Always a factor when they play. Who wants to be on top?
I'll tell you, my grandfather would not be looking at this saying, if I told him right now, the Clippers and the Warriors are a big rivalry in the NBA, he'd smack me right now and said, Sonny, you don't know what you're talking about. Times have changed. Times have changed.
Grandpa, if you text me, I'll smack him for you.
Thanks for joining us as we head courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Memphis Grizzlies. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the three spot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you see the way Blake Griffin plays, he is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkey embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
He hits the second from the line. And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews he's engaged in. He comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
Paul passes to Redick. Jordan against Jordan. Jordan dishes to Paul. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Paul with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Tries from 10. The shot is off, and Golden State will go the other way with it.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Here's Redick after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Paul outside. Jordan high post. Pass to Redick. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Paul. Money from the wing. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Jordan kicks to Curry. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Curry. Jordan's got 5. But Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times. So no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Curry wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers trail. Right side, Griffin. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Curry. He had 19 points in the win against Memphis. Thompson misses.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, and as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Warriors making the shot. Paul kicks to Griffin. Feeds to Jordan. Warriors with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
Now here's Jordan following the shot by Kevin Durant. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Durant with a wide open look. Again, Durant missing. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Blake Griffin. The drive by Jordan lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jordan's got 9. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Picked by Griffin. Paul outside. Griffin against Green. Griffin down low. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. Kevin, what kind of confidence do you have to even try something like that?
It takes a lot of guts. You're right. He's got him, though. He has got him.
Guys, more than guts and guy. How about the skills to go along with it? That gives you the full package.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Paul passes to Griffin. Inside, Durant with the steal. Left side, Jordan. And another basket for Golden State. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Third is Stephen Curry. Fourth, Klay Thompson.
Well, both of these guys had what I call in the gym range, or you can refer to them as snipers, just deadly from behind the three-point line. They line it up and knock him down.
And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And here are the Clippers now. 6-point game. Durant's comments during the All-Star break about the media, he might have been right with some of his comments. I don't know, though, that he really was happy that they came out the way they did.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he made it clear that he doesn't view the media as all that friendly.
Curry dishes to Jordan. Durant with a screen on Jordan. Crawford with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Crawford leading the charge. And Jordan sends it back. Durant kicks to Curry. And a wide open look for Jordan. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 14 points for Jordan.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Thompson against Paul. Jordan with the screen on Thompson. And it's Paul penetrating. No good from 11 feet. Warriors leading by 6. Outside, Green. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
What a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carry the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense, he also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for Jordan. West comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Both good from the line that time. Going back to Chris Paul, if you could build a point guard from scratch, he might be the model.
Yeah, I tell you what, you could do much worse than him, that's for sure. One of the very best. 6 times he's led the NBA in steals. Just an incredible all-around player. One of the greatest team leaders, I think, in the history of the league as well.
For the last 2 seasons, he's led the league in assists, you're right. Teardrop shot. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Curry against Paul. The shot by Curry, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
It's Jordan on the wing. Defended by West. And Baamute can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford left side. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 13-footer. The shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Launches a 3. And Baamute pulls it in. Here's Pachulia. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kevin, well, look here at last year in the NBA where the Clippers ranked. 2nd in scoring. 2nd in field goal percentage. And they were number 2 in fewest turnovers. An outstanding job by this team taking care of the ball, squeezing the orange.
And you go back to their offensive output last season, they put points on the board in a big way. An entertaining style with a bevy of offensive weaponry.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Talking about Zaza's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Zaza. He even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Left side, Jordan. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Livingston kicks it to West. There's a screen. Here's Curry with the three. The shot's good on the assist by West. Curry's got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Rivers kicks to Johnson. Outside Jordan. Crawford passes to Jordan. Johnson the screen. Jordan dishes to Crawford. Lets it go with the three. David West grabs the miss.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, though. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quickly.
Here's Rivers. No good. And Golden State will come the other way. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Just a screen on Rivers. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Jordan with a screen on Curry. Rivers kicks to Crawford. And just miss after miss right now.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Curry dishes to Livingston. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Sean Livingston with 1.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Jordan kicks to Crawford. And he uses the glass on the layup. Crawford's got 5 points so far.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here is Livingston, guarded by Crawford. Livingston, no luck.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Jordan the screen. Here's Rivers. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rivers has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Here's out there with Griffin. Then it's Johnson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in at the 1. Johnson outside. Now here's Redick. He's guarded closely. Redick setting the pick for Rivers. Johnson, a wide open look, and another 3 for the Clippers.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Livingston kicks to Green. At the top of the key, Livingston. Durant for 3. But they recover it. It's Durant on the wing. And the wide open shot from Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And here's Rivers. And stolen by Jordan. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson misses. Clippers trail by 13. Swiped it away. Here is Livingston. He kicks to Green. 3-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Redick passes to Rivers. Johnson against Durant. Johnson dishes to Griffin. Pierce, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners. None more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Pierce hits 2.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of 3. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Got it despite fading back a bit. Griffin's got 9 points. Here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 8 points. The dish to Livingston. It's deflected. They kick it out to Green. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Clippers trail by 11. Paul passes to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 11 points for Blake Griffin.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Thompson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Pierce with a screen for Paul. Johnson in the corner. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
The feed to Jordan. He dishes it to Green. Jordan the screen. Green kicks to Jordan. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Livingston. Rebound by Johnson. Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Paul. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
And so Paul nails both of them.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Livingston kicks to Jordan. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor part as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons you just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here is Livingston, defended by Paul. Thompson with the bucket. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And stolen by Jordan. He feeds it to Thompson. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 12. Paul with the ball. He's got 10. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
The drive by Jordan. Here's Green, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he's willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1. The Clippers, 3rd.
Both teams really good at passing the basketball. You look at the numbers from a season ago, very unselfish.
Curry's checked in for Golden State. And then for Los Angeles, Jordan comes in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for Johnson. Clippers trail by 14. He's signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
And here's Jordan outside. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Crawford, no one around him. Dives for it. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. He had a strong showing last season. 4th in three-point field goal percentage, 10th in scoring, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And, you know, as you said, he was great from downtown. I don't think last year was an aberration. He's one of the deadliest sharpshooters in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for Jordan. West comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Jamal Crawford. The second person, 13.
Here's Thompson. That one fall. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And it's 8 points for Klay Thompson.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Ball against Thompson. Kicks it to Griffin. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Griffin's got 13 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Griffin against West. Iguodala right side. Shot clock at 5. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Clippers trail by 14. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Griffin. Shot no good. West with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
The drive by Paul. Crawford outside. 6 to shoot. Looking to get it going. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. No good from Jordan. Warriors leading by 16. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Now here's Paul. He's got 10. West with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Iguodala. Here's Thompson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Jamal Crawford picks one up. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
First one falls for him.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rivers checked in. And so Thompson nails both of them.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Again, the miss by Paul.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Rivers against Thompson. Now Rivers. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. The 9-foot shot. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's West. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Crawford's shot is good.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Warriors leading by 18. And Thompson kicks it to West. They set the pick. Passes it to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. There's the pass to Thompson. From the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jordan with a screen on Iguodala. Crawford kicks to Mbamute. Again, Los Angeles.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Curry passes to Thompson. Dishes to Pachulia. Here's Curry with the 3, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Clippers trail by 19. Paul dishes to Crawford. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Crawford's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's West with the drive. On the wing, Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Crawford's shot is good.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
It's Curry outside. Good. Curry's got 16 points.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead. They lead by 18. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Doc, looking at the offense right now, what needs to change?
We got to move the ball. We got to run our stuff. I think right now everybody's trying to win the game, which is great. But you do it as a team. You don't do it individually. It's a good quality when you want to win, but you do it together.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Just absolute domination in this one for Jordan. He has 20 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
And whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Jordan is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Durant in at small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Paul against Curry. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Griffin kicks to Pierce. But they get it back. Cannot hit. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Curry passes to Thompson. Goes up on the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Clippers trail by 20. Paul dishes to Jordan. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Paul kicks to Griffin. It's stolen by Green. Here's Thompson. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And here is Paul. 12 points for him. Griffin a screen on Thompson. Paul passes to Griffin. Redick dishes to Griffin. Pass to Jordan. The kick out to Pierce. 2 on the clock. Tries it from 19. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Redick. And that's 15 points for Blake Griffin. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Curry kicks to Jordan. To the paint. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Redick. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
The drive by Jordan takes it off the glass. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Warriors, number 1. The Clippers in second.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout, because both of them can put up a ton of points.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Here's Reddick. Picked by Griffin. Ball outside. Griffin. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And that one's good by Pierce.
Assist from Chris Paul.
Here's Curry. He's got 18. Outside Jordan. Durant up top. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Paul with the steal. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. That's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Curry kicks to Green. Green with a screen for Durant. Back to Green. The 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
The shot by Reddick, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Durant just inside the line. And again, no good by Golden State.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ball against Green. Down low. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Curry gets to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Paul. And Jordan has it in the corner. Feeds it to Green. Lock at 6. And Curry, here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rivers comes in for Chris Paul. And both free throws good for Curry. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, and immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
Rivers against Curry. It's Crawford on the wing, defended by Durant. Crawford drives in, and Durant sends it back. Right side, Green. Inside, outside for Durant. And again, no good by Golden State.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
There's Green with the 3. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the wide open shot from Redick. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by Rivers. Now the Clippers moving it up. And there's the lay-in. Rivers has got 7 points in the game.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in. Some stats on him, how he performed last season. He put up about 6 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Sean Livingston. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in. Durant against Mbah-a-Moute. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jordan. The shot is good off the backboard. Jordan's got 27. Clippers trail by 13. Rivers with it. He has 7. He kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. They grabbed their own miss. Warriors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14. Iguodala kicks to Durant. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Rivers passes to Griffin. Can't get it to go. West with some nice D. Warriors leading by 15. Jordan the screen, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will return possession here. Pachulia, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jordan, he's checked in for Mbaumute. West against Griffin. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry with the 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
What marksman? Their backcourt has set the tone for their whole squad.
The dish to Crawford. Will it go? The Clippers keep it alive. Griffin down low, fended by West. And that one's good. Griffin's got 21.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Jordan, at the top of the key, Curry. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 16. Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Crawford against Jordan. Crawford kicks to Johnson. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got 9.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Curry, good.
The switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
LA's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Curry against Rivers. At the elbow, Griffin. Now here's Rivers. 7 points in the game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Crawford. Another one falls for the Clippers. Here's Jordan. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Jordan.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Pierce is checked in for Los Angeles. Iguodala against Pierce. Iguodala kicks it to West, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
And really last season it was supposed to be a battle between the Warriors and Clippers for that Pacific title. But the Warriors just ran away with it, won the division by 11 games.
For the Warriors, it was the third time they've ever won the division, last time coming in 1976. So, Clark, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, but they did it in style. 13-3 record against the rest of the division. That would be the best in-division winning percentage for any team in the NBA.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Rivers against Curry. Lets it go from 11. Rivers can't get it to go. Pierce against Curry. Here's Jordan. West tips it, but no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 19. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Paul. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Pierce out there with Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Crawford kicks to Paul. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. Second chance shot. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles. Warriors leading by 17. Durant kicks to Curry. Green, the screen. No one near him. Jordan with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The feed to Pierce. He dishes it to Crawford. Jordan the screen. Crawford outside. Here's Paul. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Crawford drives in, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Warriors. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Paul for three, and Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his third rebound on the night. Curry against Redick. They set the pick. Curry dishes to Pachulia. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Thompson against Paul. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Paul's got 19 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Redick. Paul outside. Outside Pierce. 4 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 17. Right at the free throw line. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here. Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He has 14 points and a steal.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Jordan, he's checked in for Golden State. He hits both from the stripe.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Warriors leading by 21. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Los Angeles foul call. J.J. Redick. First personal foul, team second.
And, you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
Those court projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. They're so good.
Yeah, nice perk for those sitting a little higher up on those or those watching TV. It's about putting on a show and at the end of the day, entertaining the fans.
Shot clock at 6. Redick with the 3. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's now 22 points for Klay Thompson. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Different look here for the Warriors. Jones checked in for Jordan. Looney comes in for Draymond Green. Smooth checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Boomer, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Bahamute comes in for Paul Pierce. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Wilcox is subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
The drive by Paul, trying to get back on track. The offensive rebound.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Durant kicks to Livingston. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
That one is no good.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road, and actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
And he makes both free throws.
And the Clippers, with those 8 road wins at the end, you mentioned, that pushed their road record to 26-15. That was second best in the league. They also set a franchise high for road wins.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Durant. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Paul's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, what's amazing about the Clippers on the road last year, guys, was the context. I mean, they had a bunch of back-to-back games and went 16-4 on the back end of back-to-backs. 11 of those came on the road.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That free throw, no good.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Chris Paul. And the second free throw, good.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The shot misses.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Golden State now. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Smooth. He feeds it to Livingston.
Then, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Rivers kicks to Stone. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
He's off on the first.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
West is checked in for Looney. He hits the second from the line. Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Durant. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
A clear look for Johnson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Kicks it to West. Passes it to Livingston. Puts it up from 15. Shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Johnson kicks to Mbamute. It's stolen by Jones. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Rivers. For 3, Durant. Again, Durant missing. Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Rivers passes to Wilcox. There's the pick. Now the pass to Mbamute. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Livingston kicks it to West. Golden State moving it around. Pick by West. Durant for three. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
From deep. And it's good. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Rivers dishes to Mbamute. And the shot is good. Here's Smooth. Pass to Livingston. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's West. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Shot's good from Mbamute.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Outside Durant. Pick by West. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. It really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Clippers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jordan. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Pick by West. Out to the right wing. Dishes to Livingston. Takes the 13-footer. West missing again. Johnson left side. And he takes that one up and powers it through. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll